In this video, I'm going to cover a couple tips for each rank in SMITE. If you want to improve in SMITE, the best way is to play a lot of ranked. This puts you into matches with people of similar skill who are usually trying to win. My hope is that the information in this video will help some people to climb the ladder and reach a new peak. If you put in the effort to learn and improve, it's actually a lot easier to hit a higher rank than you might think you can. Bronze. If you're bronze, you probably either don't play ranked at all, or you are very new to the game. My first recommendation is to learn what all the characters do. With over 120 gods in the game, learning all the abilities and passives can be overwhelming. What I'd recommend is to look at least one god's kit each time you play. Start by reading up on the gods that are giving you a hard time in your matches. This will help you to better understand what they do, so you can play around it. Learning the gods is the first step a bronze player has to take to improve, and this method allows you to absorb all the information in an efficient way. After that, you can focus on improving your basic mechanics, such as hitting your abilities and basic attacks. Silver. In my experience, a lot of people that are stuck silver are actually good enough to climb higher, but they just don't have the right mindset. Low elo players tend to expect too much from their teammates and get frustrated when they don't meet expectations. You have to learn to play for yourself. Be selfish. With enough practice, a selfish playstyle will allow you to get an early lead and have a bigger impact on the game. Eventually, you will be able to consistently carry bad teammates more often than not. Only pay attention to your own gameplay, what you could do better, and learning from your mistakes. This may seem like bad advice in a team-oriented game, but you really need to be focusing on decisions that will benefit you the most. By overanalyzing what your team is doing wrong, you're hurting your potential to progress. Gold. By the time you're in gold, you probably have a solid idea of what all the gods and items do. You may not have a deep knowledge of everything, but you are beginning to really understand SMITE. This is where I'd recommend branching out of your comfort zone. Start learning how to play multiple gods and roles so you can be more versatile and adaptable in different situations. Maining one or two roles and a handful of gods is great, and it's also something I definitely recommend when climbing ranked. However, you will quickly get a much better understanding of the game by experimenting. This will help you to know what your opponents are going to do so you can plan accordingly. Plat. Most plat players likely have decent mechanics, map awareness, and positioning. To get out of plat, you need to focus on your decision making. By making more correct plays more often, you can give yourself and your team more opportunities to succeed. Mistakes in the early game can put you behind, and late game you could throw the entire batch if you make a mistake at a critical moment. High ranked players still make mistakes, they just make less of them, and that's what separates plat from the higher divisions. Diamond. Going from Diamond to Masters for the first time is very challenging, and I think this is where a majority of people get stuck. Diamond players are good at the game, but in my experience, a lot of them think they're way better than they actually are. As a result, they get toxic and can sometimes give up very quickly when the game isn't going their way. So that would be my first tip. Drop the ego and treat each game as a learning experience as if you were new again. Even the best players in the world make mistakes, so be kind to your teammates. A positive vibe can go a long way in helping your team win. My second tip is to focus on macro. The term macro in SMITE encompasses things like teamwork, timing, and objective play. It involves taking the information you have in any given situation and processing it to decide how you will achieve the most desirable outcome. Ask yourself why you're making a decision and why you think it's right or wrong. I could make a larger video that goes in detail about how to improve your macro play, so let me know if you want to see that. And finally, we have Masters. If you're Masters and you are hoping to reach GM, I can't recommend enough that you record and watch your own gameplay. When we're playing a game of SMITE, we often play off instinct and intuition. Sometimes our emotions can affect our decisions for better or worse. When you watch your gameplay back, you're able to scrutinize everything you do, and this will help you to learn and improve very fast. This is something I did a lot last season while trying to reach the MMR cap, and it was the single most impactful thing I did while trying to get better. If you don't have the time to rewatch entire games, you can pick and choose the ones you played bad, or skip through to the parts where you died and see if anything could have been done better. Another tip is to not let mistakes or losses upset you. Keep in mind that failure is a part of any competitive game. Things won't always go your way, and that's fine. Take each loss as an opportunity to improve your gameplay. It's not win or lose, it's win or learn. And it's not about the mistakes you make, it's how you learn from those mistakes. And that's it. Please like the video if you enjoyed and want to see more. If you want to know anything else or think there's some advice I left out, please share in the comments.
You know, can't see the grass getting greener 'cause